Good morning, this is Around the House with Kay and Tom. This morning I am going to fix some Hawaiian rice and pork ribs in the crock pot all together. I have a package of Smithfield extra meaty pork loin back ribs. I have whole grain brown rice, and I have a cup of fresh pineapple out of my neighbor's yard that they gave me a pineapple. And I've got some broth. I had chicken broth. You can use chicken broth or beef broth. It doesn't matter. What we're going to do is we're going to get the pork ribs cut up and put in the crock pot. We're going to use a cup of this brown rice and our pineapple, and we're going to cover it with our broth, and we're going to let it cook for about 4 or 5 hours until the pork ribs get done. So we'll get started. Okay, my ribs are longer than what the crock pot is, so I'm just going to cut them in half. Just a pretty piece of meat. Got it cut in half now. Let's get it all together. Something simple today. Okay, got it in there. We're going to put our cup of brown rice right over the top of it. A cup of fresh pineapple. Now you can use canned pineapple, but I've got this, had this neighbor that they have pineapples, and I needed to do something with the rest of this pineapple. I'm going to put 2 cups of broth on top of this. Like I say, you can use chicken broth or beef broth, or you can even use water. You just need to make sure everything is covered. See if I can't get it down in there a little bit. I want the rice covered more than anything. I think I may put just a little bit more. The meat was thicker than I thought it would be. It was in that pack. That should work. Okay, and we're going to put the lid on it, and we're going to cook it for at least 4 hours, if not 5. We'll come back and check on it in a little while. I've got it on high. And again, this is Around the House with Kay and Tom. This is Hawaiian rice pork. Simple to make, makes a full meal, and you'll have your dinner. And this was Smithfield extra meaty pork loin back ribs, whole grain brown rice. I had a cup of fresh pineapple, and I covered it with chicken broth. Like I say, you can use chicken broth, beef broth, you can even use water. Around the House with Kay and Tom. Join my channel, offer your comments, and I'll let you see what this is like in just a couple of hours. Okay, my ribs have now been cooking for, they've been cooking for 3 hours. So let's just see what we have. Well, it definitely looks good. Okay, I'm going to take them out, take the ribs out, and put them on a pan with some aluminum foil. Well, they're falling all apart. They are definitely done. I'm just going to leave the rice in the pot for just a few minutes, for a little bit. That really cooked up good. The lid back on it just so it'll stay warm, but I am going to cut them down. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my ribs and I'm going to put them in my Ninja, and I'm just going to broil them just a little bit and let them get brown just a little bit. Okay, I now have my ribs in my Ninja, and I'm just browning them just a little bit. This is really tender, so you can tell that. Very, very tender. But I did want them to get just a little bit brown on top. So like I say, I've got them in the Ninja, and I'm just got them on broil just for a few minutes. Now I took them out of the crock pot. I took the meat and I put them in my Ninja for just 5 minutes on broil, and they really look good. So what I'm going to do is transfer them to my dish for my table. Just going to cut them up just a little bit before I put the rice on the plate too. Oh, they're so easy to cut. Of course, you can't cut through the bone, but like I say, I'm trying to cut through the bone, it looks like. Let me turn them over, then I can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just cutting through just a little bit before I put the rice on top of it. They're definitely tender. No problem to cut. We'll just put the rice around them. This was only 1 cup of rice, and as you can see, it sure did make a lot. Pineapple gave it a good flavor and definitely a good smell. Put a little pepper on it. You have now got pork ribs with rice and pineapple. You have got Hawaiian pork ribs. Around the house with Kay and Tom. Please join my channel. Give me your comments. And definitely come back to see me. And have a fantastic afternoon. Now all you need is open a can of green beans, and you have your complete dinner.